I'm with the legendary coach, Bobby Hurley, senior of St. Anthony's. Coach, you're a legend, obviously. You come into this tournament. Tell me a little bit about the progression of your team this year and what we can expect.
Well, it's still a relatively young team. Only 2 seniors that'll be in a rotation, but a very experienced team because we played a bunch of sophomores last year. So we're excited by the depth of this team. Even by our standards, it's a very quick team. And I think that we're going to play a lot faster than the St. Anthony's teams have played of late. And I think it's kind of fitting the style to the kids. We've got good quickness.
Talk about year in and year out. I mean, you've made this reputation for yourself every single year, so successful, so many state championships, but the pressure is there for you to continue to breed the success and for you to continue to have winning programs. How difficult is that for you to continue to coach under that stress?
Well, I think all coaches are competitive, and I think everybody from one year to the next, you set the bar at a certain height and you try to get your team to reach it. But I think a lot of times you set the bar because of the talent of the kids that you have. I've been blessed. I've had some very talented kids. And I think because of that, there's a responsibility for the kids to reach their potential. And I think there's a responsibility for me to push them so that this group of kids at the end of the year looks at it and says, yeah, I think we did as much as we could with what we had.
You obviously had the pleasure of coaching 2 of your sons, Bobby Jr. and also Danny. Of course, Bobby playing at Duke, I believe now into racing and horses, yeah. And also Danny, who's obviously the coach of St. Benedict's. Talk to me a little bit about that having the opportunity to coach both of your sons and sort of how they've progressed in both of their careers.
Well, it was fun. That was a good time. You know, when kids are growing up, sometimes you lose your children when they become teenagers because they become, their interests drift away from family. But because they were playing, it's for those years that they both were in school, it was terrific. And they're now, I'm now grandfather. I've got 5 grandchildren, and our conversations still revolve around a lot about our favorite teams. My team, the Cowboys, will be playing tonight while we're playing. Danny's team, the Bengals, will be playing on Monday night in a big game. Bobby's a Cowboy fan also. So it's funny how some things change, but some things remain the same. Yet now, I'm watching them raise their children, so it's terrific.
You look at your opportunities in life, and you obviously have decided that you wanted to stay at the high school level. Has it ever appealed to you, because obviously you've had the opportunities with such a name and reputation, to go either to the next level in terms of college or even potentially going to the NBA?
Yeah, a long time ago, almost probably about 20 years ago, I actually thought it was something I wanted to do. But as time has gone on, I found that this is a terrific level to be involved in basketball. The kids that you coach when they're in high school, you coach them for life. They're kids that I've had so many kids who've come to watch us play when they're in grammar school, and then played for us in high school, went on to college where we continue to follow them, and now they're back watching the games, as adults. So it's a different situation. I think in college it's more of a recruit what you need. I think high school's more relationships.
You've had an opportunity to be around this game for such a long time, and there's been a tremendous amount of change. I mean, there's so much more pressure on the kids themselves. Recruiting has become such a business now. A lot of kids away from home. There's so much more outside tendencies for them to go off to the wrong road. So obviously your job is more than just a basketball coach. It's also being a father figure to them as well. Tell me not only how you continue to do that, but how much the game has changed.
Well, yes, the trickle down from the attention the NBA got to the college game, and then I think the influence now of the out-of-season periods and the involvement of the scouting services, sneaker companies. It's a whole different ball game. But I don't think that means that the high school kid still can't be a pure athlete that just wants to play for his high school team, win a state championship, get a scholarship to college and play at the college level. I think their goals can still be the same. It's just you got to kind of fight some of the stuff that get into their heads now. These ratings and everything makes it, sometimes the kids lose sight of what they really should be doing. Just, go out on the court and just try to be the best players they can be. And at the same time, remember that in this whole process, we're supposed to also be getting an education. And we can't lose that as everything else is going on around us.
You talk so much about family and how important that is, an opportunity to be a grandfather now. How much more time do you want to be in this game? When is it time for you to sort of sit back and be a full-time grandfather and just, you know, enjoy life after basketball?
Well, I started last year. I kind of thought I was going to coach 2 years and get out, but I really need to continue to coach. I love the school I'm at. It's been the only place I've ever coached, and I have my health, and I think I'm a relatively young guy. I think I still relate to the kids because, you know, we still have good teams. So I think I'm going to do it for a while. And, you know, you always have some personal goals, but it's more a matter of, you know, I'm in a nice spot. You know, I have kids that love to play. It's an area that I grew up in, so I can identify with what the kids are doing. And I really wouldn't want to do anything else.
Well, thank you. Continued success to you, and thank you so much for taking some time to join us.
My pleasure.
All right, thank you very, very much. Bobby Hurley, Sr., the legendary coach at St. Anthony's. We'll continue here on HSBN.TV.